the truth is, this blog has been ready for weeks, but I haven't filmed anything because I've been exhausted. It's busy at work. There was a creepy guy I'll tell you about in a second. And my dog has been sick. And, perimenopause. So I'm not sleeping. And I just thought, I'm going to wait until I feel better to film. But then, I was talking to my husband about it, and he said, people want to see authenticity, and people want to know that not everyone is perfect. So here I am on a Saturday morning, exhausted, and I'm going to tell you about how despite all of this, despite the exhaustion, really set out a course for my life. What do I want to be? How do I want to show up? What do I want my vision to look like? And I've always been a big believer that if you are not happy with your situation, you have two choices. And one of them is to change the way you think about it. And two is to actually change your situation. So, because we can't change perimenopause, I'm changing the way I think about it. And I'm changing, I'm being intentional about how I want to show up and what I want to make my life about. So, how I went about doing that was to come up with a vision statement. And so I've always found it really difficult to create vision statements because you put so much pressure on this one statement to encapsulate your whole entire life. And so what I wanted to do was go back and really think about, what are my values? Where are my strengths? And how do I want to apply that to each area of my life? So I wrote out all of my values, and they came out to 28 of them. You can go and see them on my blog, which ones I picked out for myself. And then, you can't create a life vision from 28 different values. That's just way too many things to focus on at one time. So I pared that down to my top 10, and it was like a negotiation with myself, for myself, about what I wanted my life to stand for, and what do I want people to think about me? What do I want to think about myself? What do I value? How am I going to determine my yeses and my nos? What are going to be my, those things that really are important to me? And so I narrowed it down to my top 10. And again, if you want to go see what my top 10 are, I'll post it in the link below, but you can go in and read my blog on Substack. And also, you can take a look at the exercise that I did. I'll have a link to, so that you can do this exact same exercise, so you can figure out what your top values are and how you can create your own vision statement, and then apply that to different areas of your life. But then from those top 10, I ended up choosing 3, right? And so those 3 are the ones, again, where I had to really negotiate with myself. I had to, aggregate some of the top 10 into almost like groupings, right? If there were a couple of words that could fit into one word, I chose that one word to represent a bunch of different words. And so my 3 words are gratitude, deep relationships and connections, and vitality. And so those are the 3 things that I really want to encapsulate my life, to create my life vision statement with, to be the determination of my yeses and my nos. Is this, and be the determination of my actions. is this action going to create a deep connection or a deep relationship? Or is this person that I'm going to see somebody who I have a deep connection with and somebody who I want to have a deep connection with? And then, gratitude is really thinking about being grateful and living in abundance, because when we are grateful, we see the good. And when you're constantly complaining, when you're constantly thinking about the things that are weighing us down, because the truth is life is going to weigh you down. Nothing is going to be perfect 100% of the time. So the way that I like to think about it is not toxic positivity. It's no matter what's happening, there's always something that I can choose to be grateful for in my life. And so I choose to live in that abundance, and I choose to walk through the hard times with that abundance mindset, because that's going to help me feel the crappy feelings and also be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel at the same time. So that's what gratitude is for me. And then vitality is really about, how do I want to feel? How do I want to experience life? How do I want to feel mentally, emotionally, physically? And what are the things that I can do to really make sure that, I'm romanticizing my life? I heard a blog the other day about, taking those little moments within each of our days where we're really romanticizing our life. Take photos of everything. Make each of these mundane moments special within our life. Even from down to, I think she gave an example of brushing her teeth. She has special pajamas that she wears when she brushes her teeth, and she makes it, like she has a special headband and a special toothbrush, and she loves her toothpaste. So, it's just those little things that we don't really think about that we can be grateful for, that we can make as part of our vitality in life. And so what I did then was I took each of those 3 words and I looked at different areas of my life. How can I apply this in my career? How can I apply this in my relationships with my friends and families? How can I apply this with my relationship with my husband? How can I apply these things in the relationship that I have with myself? How can I apply this in my finances? How can I apply this in the way that I dream? And how can I apply this in, how I want to live, and how I want to adventure through life? So again, these are how I am walking through my perimenopause journey, what I did to create this vision statement for myself. And if you want to go through the same exercise again, head on over to my blog on Substack, because in there I have a link to the exercise that I use so that you can do it too. So in closing, you can be exhausted and you can live with vitality. You can live with gratitude, and you can live with deep connections and relationships. There you have it. Thank you for being here. Comment down below what your 3 words are that you created your vision statement with, and let's walk each other home. Let's be kind to each other. Let's live life the way we want to live life, and not the way our bodies are destined to live. One last thing. I did want to share what my life statement and my perimenopause vision statement was with you. So again, my 3 words were deep connection and relationships, vitality, and gratitude. And so this is my vision statement that I came up with. In this season of life, I commit to building meaningful, deeply connected relationships that bring mutual support, joy, and inspiration. Guided by gratitude, I will embrace each day with appreciation and find fulfillment in the present, Grounded in an abundance mindset and with vitality as my compass, I will nurture my body, mind, and spirit to sustain a vibrant, purposeful life. The other thing that I did was I love quotes. I don't know about you, but I love quotes. So what I did was I asked ChatGPT to find me a quote that had my 3 life perimenopause vision statements, words. And so this quote came up, and it's kind of no surprise. Maya Angelou says, "Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer, and let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good. May your life be filled with vitality and love, flowing in deep connection with those who lift you higher." So that's the other thing that I would suggest you do is once you've picked your 3 words, ask ChatGPT. We're all using AI now. Ask ChatGPT to come up with or find a quote for you using all 3 of your words. And then you can ground yourself to that as well. Okay, thanks. Bye.